the ones who are probably in bed or playing Minecraft or something stupid like that. Right, so that's recording now. Go back to my screen. And where are we? Okay, so right, so we're focusing today on mass participation related to the UK country of good choice, leading on from the excellence. Now, as I was saying, I mentioned in the last topic the organisations responsible for coordinating sport in the UK. So you've got UK Sport, which is responsible for the top level, for elite level, for Olympic success. Then you've got Sport England, which is the kind of middleman that's responsible for developing participation in sport across the country up to elite level. And then you've got at the bottom rung, Youth Sports Trust. That's the organisation responsible for coordinating sport for the youth. So we're talking about from children up to young adults, okay? And even linking beyond that as well, because they'll continue the links with adults to some degree. So the main points here is that you've got to be able to explain the benefits of regular participation in sport. That's quite straightforward. At the moment, I'm preparing a thingamajig here. You can see a PowerPoint with some key information for you. And I've split that regular participation in sport to an individual and to society. So the benefits, and these are straight from exam questions, previous exam questions. So but the idea is that you can see, and we'll discuss these, and you can make some notes to expand on these points here and here for society. Let's go back to widening the base of the performance pyramid. So that's like, how will the government do that? And this is what the Youth Sports Trust are doing. Youth Sports Trust, I'm going to go to my website here. I've got, everything is this blooming Zoom thing gets in the way. Let me try it this way. Okay, so I go to like the Youth Sports Trust website. You can see here what they do. Youth Sports Trust is all about, you can see here, I mean, believing in every child's future. It's about encouraging and developing young people's participation in sport and physical activity, with the idea of all, you know, the benefits it has, not only just health for the nation, but also sporting excellence as well. So when we talk about widening the base in a specification, where it says about widening the base of participation in the sports participation pyramid, we've got that bottom rung, the foundation. It's about trying to increase that base in order to increase the upper levels as well. So by increasing the number of people you've got in foundation, that will increase the number of people you've got in participation, competition, and finally that will increase the number you've got right at the top, the elite. So the idea is that by increasing the base, you'll have a healthier nation, you have more people involved in sport, blah, 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 but also you'll get more people involved through organised sport at a high level, and ultimately more success internationally. That's part of their reason as well. So this is where, with these, related back to the specification, you need to be using these websites again. This is what I'm saying about another kind of research task as well. So widen the base of the performance pyramid. When you look at this, you're going to say, right, what does that mean? Widen the base of the performance pyramid. How does that affect the sport in the nation? How does that affect the nation? And how's it linked to mass participation? So initiatives to encourage mass participation. Again, this is going to be on the Youth Sports Trust website. What are they doing to increase mass participation? It doesn't mention it here, but you're looking at different social groups as well. Mass participation involves everyone, every single individual in the country. So you're talking about age, gender, disability, ethnicity, all of these kind of points come under that umbrella. The employed, unemployed, yeah, those different areas. So what is the Youth Sports Trust, what is Sport England doing to encourage mass participation? What are those schemes or initiatives that they advertise on their website? The provision of facilities, private, public and voluntary. This links back to a little bit to GCSE. So what you're looking at here is, right, say you got Joe Public, anyone in the public What are their opportunities for taking part in physical activity? Is there a facility near them? Who runs those facilities? So you've got private. Private facilities are those that are businesses, basically. They're run for profit, like private gyms, as an example. Golf clubs, maybe tennis clubs that might be privately run. You need membership, you pay a subscription. You normally pay more than you would at a public facility, but in turn, you often get better facilities for your money. Okay, you go to a private gym, you're often going to get better service, better quality equipment, better maybe coaching, personal training than if you went to the public gym, the Polideportivo or the leisure centre in your local area. So this is public. That's what I mean, like Polideportivos, the ones that are often government run or government funded. And then finally, voluntary bodies. Voluntary bodies are facilities that are straightforward, voluntarily run. This is where you've got people interested in the sport who are setting up facilities, teams, organizations to run that sport. A local football club would be a good example. Okay, a local football club often voluntary run. You've got people who do it because they love to do it. They don't get paid, and they will have facilities that might be available. Churches, church groups, youth groups. These are other voluntary organizations where they will allow people to come and take part. Let's say like a youth club in an urban area, and they have a table tennis table set up. So kids can come along and play table tennis for free. Now, what's the benefit of that? Well, that links back to some of the things we talk about in benefits of regular participation, such as it gets kids off the street, it gets people involved, it's good for their mental health and social health, blah, blah, blah. Funding, again, that will be in the Youth Sports Trust website, and it will be in a Sport England website where they're getting their money from. And this will be also applicable to national governing bodies, the next level here, national governing bodies, the Football Association, the RFU, the Rugby Football Union for rugby, the LTA for tennis, the Amateur Swimming Association for swimming, the hockey, England hockey, all of these national governing bodies responsible for coordinating sport in the country, where they're going to get their money from. Look at the National Lottery, that's a big funder for sport. But look at where else they get it from, sponsorship, grants, things like that. And then attitudes to participation. Again, this is what I'm saying, there's so much information. Let me go back to my internet, what I was looking at this morning and reading.
Hey, good.
Who's that?
So that's me. That's Oscar.
Oscar. Okay, Oscar. Hi there, I didn't know you were here, I couldn't see. Right.
Yeah, I tried to do it on my phone, but I couldn't hear you.
Okay.
Hi, Oscar. How are you?
Oh, Charlie?
All right. Oscar, just mute yourself a minute while I'm talking. So can you see how to mute yourself?
Yeah.
Right, I've done it anyway. So, oh, you just unmute. No, you're muted. Okay, good. Right, so you can see my screen at the moment. Youth Sports Trust is a major website to look at. Another area to look at is, let me just see if I've got it here. I thought I did, or maybe it's a document.
Sir?
Yeah.
Will you, like, for example, post a list of like links which are helpful on the Google Classroom?
Same as last time, I'll do that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
What I want to go to though is I'm looking at here. Okay, so this document here, this is you can see the link Sport England. It's Active Lives Adult Survey, right? So they've done, this was from 2018-2019, a report on activity levels of the UK population. There's another one for youth participation as well. Now, why this is so good, I mean, it's a bit of reading. You can see it's 30 pages, but a lot of it's graphs and tables. This is really important to look through and read for yourselves, because the way they've structured it is really beneficial to understanding and applying it to the specification. I'll just scroll through it briefly. You can see in the contents, levels of activity. I'm pointing at a screen, you can't see that, there's my pointer. The levels of activity, so that's looking at males, females, different ethnicities, different areas of the country, who's participating, who's not, percentages, that kind of thing. The types of activity people are doing, It talks about volunteering and who's involved in volunteering. Outcomes is talking about definitions. So it goes into quite a lot of information. Now, like I said, I'll put a link to this, but I want you to read it. It's background reading, it's background research to get a good overall impression of the level of activity in the UK. It goes through that the way it's presented is quite good, quite informative, quite clear. Just scrolling through, you can see, you know, the people at that percentage that are active, fairly active, inactive, and so on. There you go. And so it goes through, and by reading this, you'll get a real kind of impression. It's mentioned about disability, health conditions, ethnicity, so the different cultural groups. And the other thing to be thinking about is making a link by, if you've looked at the Youth Sports Trust website and you look at the strategies that they're doing, programs here. So I just click and load up this, you can see. I don't know why my screen sharing is paused. It says my screen sharing is paused. Does that mean my screen is nothing's moving on my screen? Can someone just tell me? Charlie, can you see my cursor moving? Can you hear me?
No.
No.
Okay, right, let me just go to stop share. A second, I'll go back to me and the meeting and then just go back to share screen again, see if I can get that working. Right, okay, right, that should be working again. Right, so if I go to programs, New Sports Trust, for example. So you can see what they've got here is that they will have different strategies that they are targeting. You can see girls active, breaking boundaries, that'll be looking at community groups, ethnicity. So this is what government initiatives are. This is what the programs are by the Youth Sports Trust. Oh, my dogs are puking. And activity, yeah, so these are the kind of strategies. Oh, what's he doing, Rose? Not puking. And so on. And there you go. So loads of strategies. Top scheme, that's a massive area for youth participation. It was introduced in schools, the top scheme. So yeah. So yeah, I will be posting this information. So I got this one from the, right, let's go back now. You'll see where I access this from. And you can see there's like the Active Lives Children Survey, Active Lives Adult file. And that is on the Sport England website and related to Active Lives. I got that not by going through the Sport England site, but by doing a Google search. You can see what I did. Not that's not my Google search. My Google there. Government survey, participation in sport. That was my Google search thing, and that led me then to that article. Okay, I was looking for a more recent article, and there I saw it here, Active Lives. I clicked on that. So as I said, I'll provide the links to these, save you a bit of time, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm at the moment creating. I'll post the links to these. I'm creating a PowerPoint for you as well related to the specification, and that's this one here. Okay, I've only just started it today, so I'll keep working on this. I'll target this exactly pretty much to this. So I'm going to go through each of these points in the PowerPoint to target each of these points here as well. But in the meantime, I kind of want you guys to use the links that I'm going to give you to start getting some information and an idea yourself. Okay, forming kind of opinion, getting some notes under those headings yourself, and just do a little bit of research on it. Okay? Let me just stop the share.
Okay.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the links I've got at the moment, link to that specification. I'm going to keep working on that PowerPoint, which we'll go tomorrow. I'll finish it off today, and I'll post that for tomorrow because you've got that triple lesson tomorrow. So today's just kind of like just do a little bit of background reading on those kind of links that I put up, just to get yourself started. Okay? Use Sports Trust and Sport England. That's what I'm going to post now. Any other questions at the moment?
Yes, sir. I have one question.
Is that Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening with the exams at the end? Are we taking any examinations? Or...
Right. So the official line that you've had from school is that you will be sitting exams, but those will be internal. That means that they are not marked by Cambridge. They will be marked by us, by the teachers, but they will be the actual exams that have been sent by Cambridge. Cambridge can still send the exams.
But like, why wouldn't it just be easier for the teachers to give us like a predicted grade, like with what we've already done? Like,
yeah, but
for
that's
example, just give us all like decent grades.
Yeah, like say, I'm going to give everyone an A, for example. Yeah, that's just
For example.
Well,
right.
for example, not an A, but like I'd be happy if you just like gave me like maybe a C.
We have
That's what I
to,
was.
like, with the ethics of this, we have to do this as fairly and honestly as possible using the information we've got. So we've got to base this, as far as I'm aware at the moment, what Cambridge is saying is that we've got to base these results on your mock grades, any assessments you've done over the year. This is why it's quite important to work consistently and do well in like every assessment you do and exam you do, in case something like this happens. Now this is a massive exception. Nothing like this ever happened before in education. So normally we have this system if someone gets seriously sick or hospitalized right before an exam. Okay, so someone wants to look in what's going on and see yourself. There you go. Share that. So what they've said is Cambridge, as far as I'm aware, the information we've got from Cambridge is that the exam results are going to be based on whatever evidence we've got. So we'll still probably have to submit coursework. We have to have some evidence of exams, so that's like mocks and stuff. But the idea is that by doing another exam before the end of the year, like the proper A-level exam, it gives you a chance to up the grade that you might have got in your mock or in previous grades. Okay, that's why it's important to keep working and use this time to really, bring up your grade. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So as I said, we have not got the official line from Cambridge yet about how we're going to assess you. That should have been out yesterday, according to Cambridge, but I've been checking the website and nothing's come up. Let me just show you.
But sir,
yeah.
If we're doing internal exams, why do we need to pay for the Cambridge exams?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what the situation is with that at all. That's nothing to do with me, the payment of the exams. I'm assuming that there will be some, it's not been finalized at all, but I'm assuming that there will be a refund of those. I'm assuming. Don't say Mr. Foley has said there will be. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with me, but I just assume that that will be the decision. Right, you can see my screen at the moment. Okay. Yeah, you can see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, let me just go. I'm going through exams at the moment. Let me just show you what I've got on my screen. When I go to the Cambridge, log into Cambridge, I get information about the exams and everything on here. Let me just show you what it says. All right, so that's the public website information. Now, this is my information that I've got. And the last update you can see here was the 27th of March. They've said that the next update will be on the 31st, but they have not published yet. Okay, so what it says here is the official information at the moment from Cambridge, is that they will be informing us. You can see here, we will provide an update more detail 31st of March, but we haven't had that. It said that we will still need to, like, for example, coursework, blah, blah, blah. Please retain all coursework. And we'll update you further next week. So, for example, so we assume that they're going to ask for the coursework.
What would happen if we don't end up going back to school though? because we can't possibly take exams if we don't
Yeah.
go back to school.
Yeah, and then what you're asking me at the moment is to give my opinion. Okay, so what I say is definitely not official. Let me just keep making sure that's like
Right.
that's clear. Then it will be whatever Cambridge have told us to
This-
do. Yeah. So
Yeah. Because
that
it's
what I
like, would
just-
we come back in July or would we do it?
No, I don't think so. No. Your results would have to be with the with Cambridge before then. The grades will already have to be established from us before July. So Cambridge have to make a decision soon, as in April, to how we're going to award grades. And then we will do what we're told. So if Cambridge tell us that we can sit exams, and that's what the school want to do, then we'll sit the exams. If we're not going to go back to school, like what you're saying, then we have to do it the way Cambridge are telling us. And that will be, like you said before, based on whatever evidence we've got. So that will be based on the evidence of coursework, mock result, and any other exam results you've done in the past. That's how we have to do it.
Sir, is there a possibility we do the
Okay.
exams in November, the official Cambridge ones?
There's always the option of not doing it now and doing it in November for AS. Yeah. But for
Okay.
example, Charlie needs a grade now. Okay. You guys don't. So you guys,
Oh
if
yeah,
you
he's
want to
going to
get,
America. Yeah.
yeah, if you want to do it properly, you can pull out of the exam for the summer, and you can do it in November. No problem.
Okay.
Or you can see. I'm thinking it might be better that you get the grade. I don't know what the school are doing. If I was kind of in charge, I would say that everyone does the exams in November. GCSE and A-level, who are here, do the exams in November. Just saves a lot of problem. But
It would.
yeah, but the school are going to say whatever Cambridge tell them. So, in some people will benefit from getting awarded a grade, and some people would lose out. That's the thing. So, yeah. Is that your mum, Oscar, talking in the background?
Nah, that's my sister. She's in a French lesson as well.
Ah,
Sorry.
Sophia Gaida.
yeah. No,
Sorry.
La bouche. It's French. I just muted a minute there, Oscar. Right. Like I said, we just have to wait until what the official line is from Cambridge and the school. Okay. At the moment, it's all speculation, so it can only my guess is as good as yours. So we have nothing official to go on yet. Okay.
Yep.
I'm still working on the fact that what school has said, you will have to do an exam, and we have to prepare for that. Okay. Don't think, oh, we're not going to go back to school and take that risk of not doing anything. Just keep working on it. Yeah. Vale.
So,
Okay. Right. Any other questions?
No, sir. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, Oscar. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Right. I'll get back to the
very well.
to the classroom. I'll put up those links now, and then you can do a little bit of work on that. Okay. And more information we'll got tomorrow. All right, guys.
Thank you,
Take
sure.
care. See you later. Bye.